Hey, what is up, you guys? So today I'm going to be covering the new um, Doomsday DLC in GTA 5. I'm going to be showing you guys what this DLC brought and what everything looks like, what it does, and what the prices look like. So first we're going to start in the war stock carrying cache. Um, we have a new vehicle named the Avenger, which is a helicopter where you can customize vehicles and fly around. I'm pretty sure it has missiles, and um, this is pretty much instead of the MOC, instead of it being on the road, this is on the sky. It does have new perks though. You can customize new things such as the jetpack, which we're gonna get to right now. So the jetpack is it's a jetpack, and you can customize turrets and missiles on this thing. You can't have both at once, so you would have to pick between each other. The turrets are actually stronger than usual, so they can blow up cars really easily. Um, but it's hard to aim due to maneuverability. So for that purpose, I would recommend the missiles if you have the money. This doesn't come with it, obviously, but purchasing it, um, you would have to own an Avenger, I believe. Yeah, an Avenger. Or, well, you would need a facility first of all, and then the Avenger. So that's gonna take a while. Then we have the Deluxo, which is the car that flies. Um, this is actually pretty slow, but it flies. It has a hovering mode where you're on the road and you hover, and then it has a flight mode. But this is pretty much the only flight car in the game so far, and it's actually worth buying. Um, you would need to host a Doomsday heist and be the leader of that Doomsday heist to be able to trade it in, which would save you more than $1 million. One thing about the jetpack is it's actually pretty slow. So don't think that this is really fast. It's really slow. I would suggest looking at some gameplay before purchasing this. Next we're going to move on to the TM02 Kanhali tank. This thing is just crazy. It has a turret on the top, which you can switch in, and it has the new technology of a cannon, which is pretty strong. And it takes quite a couple of hits to destroy this thing. In order to buy it at trade price, you need to own a facility. Next we have the Stormberg, which is a submersible car which turns into a submarine. This car is actually pretty fast in the water, and it has included missiles and turrets in standard. So if you buy this car, you will get missiles and the turret with the car. And one cool feature about this car is the front over here actually lifts up, and you can see the missiles coming out before you shoot them. So you'll see them like right here, and then once you shoot them they go, which is a cool feature. And then in the water they turn, instead of missiles, to torpedoes, which do last a bit longer than usual missiles. And the trade price for this, or trade requirements, would be to be the heist leader of the Doomsday heist. Next we have the RCV, which is a bulletproof truck. I mean, this thing is incredibly armored. It takes quite a couple of hits. I believe 10. Don't quote me on that though, but about 10. It has a turret, not missiles, but you would need to own a facility in order to trade it in or buy it. So there's that. And there's the Acula, which is a helicopter, the first ever helicopter which you can park in your hangar, I believe. I'm not too sure though. But I've never heard of helicopters not being Pegasus vehicles, but this one is one of them, and it has a turret. I don't think it has missiles, so that's a bad side. You need to own a hangar to trade it in, I believe, or to buy it at all. And then you have the volatile, which is a plane, and it has, it looks like missiles and a heavy-duty turret. In order to buy this, you need to own a hangar, which is pretty bad, but this thing is pretty fast in the air, and yeah, it flies really fast. After that, we have the Barrage, which is an off-roading truck with 2 mounted turrets. This thing is, well, it takes pretty good care of armor-wise, but it's not like bulletproof or anything. This is mostly for off-roading and having friends shooting at the turrets. Then we have the Chernobog, which this thing is incredibly strong against air units. I mean, it's crazy, but this thing is slow in land, and all it does is shoot air, like air vehicles. So this thing I wouldn't really recommend buying because it doesn't really have much use. But to buy, you need a facility. So these are all the Warsaw Cache vehicles that came with the Doomsday DLC. So now we're gonna go to the Legendary Motorsports, and we have 4 new cars. We have the I'm not even gonna go after that name, but it's called something, and then Comet Safari. This car is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you can mount. Yeah, so you can apply missiles and turrets on this one. You need an MOC or an Avenger though, and it's gonna run you about $710,000. Then we have the Ocelot Pira, which will run you down 1,420,000, and yeah, it's just a pretty cool car to have. Next we have the Overmatch CS1, which is inspired by the BMW i8. The front is kind of different than the i8, but the back, as you can see, is pretty similar. This will run you 1,600,000 and 3. I don't know why they included the 3 there, but then we have the Coil Raiden, which will run you $1.3 million. And also notice the stats of these cars. And that's pretty much all that we have for the Legendary Motorsports. Next we have the facilities, which if you go to Maze Bank Foreclosure, these are the facilities. The difference is only the location, so if you really want to go for the cheapest one, this is the one, 1.2 million. Most expensive one is this one, 2.9 million. And from there, it's just middle ground. Most people are probably going to go for this one, which runs 2.5 million. This one's slightly cheaper. Oh no, actually it's more expensive, sorry. Which one was cheap? Oh, this one was cheaper. So this one's cheaper, $400,000 less. So if you want to look on this area, I would suggest buying this one, because this one is more expensive. So 2.1 million, that's not too bad. It includes space for your vehicles, so you can house about 6 cars in there, and you will have access to heists, which pay out a whole lot of money, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You also have discounts to buy vehicles if you purchase that. Let's see what else. So I think that's it. Oh no, there's more. So then we have the Vapid Riata, which is 380k, and it's pretty much just an off-roading truck. And here are the stats. Then we have the Classy Yosemite, which is a low-riding truck, 485,000, and here are the stats. And yeah, that's pretty much it for those. Let's see if we have any boats here. So we don't have any boats, which came new. I believe there's no airplanes either. Yeah, there's no airplanes either. No boats, no airplanes, no bicycles. Only a couple of cars, couple of heavy duty vehicles and facilities. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you thought about this update down below, and as always, please like and subscribe. Peace out.